G'day mate, right, so one of you, well, this was, someone asked me about this, like it's been so long. How did I make this water, from this animation? Well, you know, if you know me, if you've been following my work, since the beginning, you know, I really optimize my scene, like, it's not gonna take much of a performance, not gonna take much of a memory now, and then I'm gonna delete everything. You know what? No, not this time. Almost. Sorry, I love my default cube. So we're just gonna add plan now, and there are a couple types of oceans that I want to show you. You can get the fish oceans, like over the fish water, like in 1 minute maybe, like trust me. So I'm just gonna copy this one more over there, and you know, at the beginning, let's do something fun. Let's add a bit of material in it. Make it a bit blue and dark blue. That's nasty. So I'm gonna also add HDRI, and you can add any HDRI you have. Okay, it doesn't matter. So we have this now, but eventually I'm not gonna use that now. Sorry. So okay, first I would like to give you the using dynamic paint. Using dynamic paint, it's you need to have an object where it's gonna deform the mesh, deform the plane, deform the oceans, you know, deform water. So you added a dynamic paint for the cube as well, and instead canvas you're gonna set to brush. So for the plane, just imagine it's a canvas, you know, it's a paper where you need to draw with a brush, and the brush is gonna be the cube here. So add brush for that, and for the plane one, you're gonna set from paint to waves, of course, because you're trying to make waves, right? And nothing's gonna work here, because why? You only have one face. So you go to edit mode of the plane, and you will see that you only have one plane. So it's subdivided a couple times. I don't have a good machine, so I'm just being really careful. Like, I'm not gonna go crazy, but when it comes to finalize my things, I'm gonna add a subdivisions, but we will leave that later. So if you press play, okay, if you press space, you could see it's already happening. And don't forget to shade smooth, the plane, sorry. So once you press play, and then you just G the cube move around, it's already moving things here. See that? It's already looking good. So of course, you know, water, I'm gonna turn on roughness. So get a bit see what's going on. You know, sometimes adding a bit of metallic is actually cool. Yeah, we have this now, and just take a look at that. It's already a really good water. You get your first oceans there, okay, and then you know what? I'm just gonna delete that, and I'm gonna copy this one. So this is from CG Matter, I guess. I'm not too sure. You kind of need to, well, no, it's, well, I don't know, it's between from CG Matter and also Ian Hibbert himself made. You just add a noise texture on, you just need to open shader editor, okay, and use the bar map, use it as the bar map, the noise texture. Wait, by the way, I'm gonna need to click that, and normal to normal, and FAC to height. I guess it doesn't matter, color, FAC or what, doesn't really matter. And it's loading now, so you could see the water texture is gonna have some going on there, right? Well, just make sure that you have this factor to mapping texture coordinate into the noise texture, just to make things proper, you know. And set from the generate object to factor. You would play with the scale, just play with the scale and turn it down, maybe like that. Adjust it as you like, and you know, add some ambient occlusions, increase it 1.3. The normal bloom screen space. See that? A bit of adjusting. Just a bit of adjusting here. So if you press play, you will see this, right? That's actually cool. But you could actually play with this mapping and move it. Let's see, you hold shift, right? I want to move it that way. Let's go to the first to 0 frame, and insert keyframe, let's make it 140. And yeah, just slow movement, and press T while you hover your mouse on the bottom here, and make it linear, and make these short. So if you press play, I don't know, it kind of like have you some going on there, but I guess if you move it here, it will be much more slower, which I don't know, it would be much more realistic, I guess. So that is actually cool, right? And what else? I almost forgot the texture of the noise texture. I mean, you could see it's like kind of big, right? And if you just go to render or anywhere, if you turn the scale like maybe like pretty high like this, and then you turn up the roughness, I guess, or turn down like the detail, I guess. Oh yeah, the detail up, and then the roughness maybe a bit up like that. And then you turn down the strength of the bump, and then you will see it's more realistic now, right? But it's gonna cost a bit of an extra memory, but I hope that's okay. And of course, it's like this water is like so deep, and if you want to put something beneath it, and if it's on Eevee, you're just gonna need to make the blend mode to alpha blend in the material section here, and then I'm gonna put example a cube, right? Put it down here, and I just play with the alpha, and that's it. So you could see, you could put some fish, you could put some sharks or anything. So yeah, you could actually use the ocean modifier, but ocean modifier you kind of need to be careful. I'm not gonna use dynamic paint for this one. It's not it, and I'm gonna click the number there. I'm not gonna use this bomb map for this one. This is the third ocean. So you got the second ocean now. With playing the bomb map, it add a bit of things, you know. In the ocean's modifier, let's use an ocean, yeah, ocean here. Of course, you could actually use this place instead generate, but let's just use generate. And when you increase the resolutions, well, you couldn't see much of a difference. Why? Because you kind of need to use the foam here. So you check that foam, and then you click the arrow there, and at the data layer you just need to type foam, but it doesn't matter like what do you wanna write there. And in the shader editor, you just need to duplicate this and make this one color to white. And with the node wrangler, of course, you just mix this. So we got mix shader, and then you search attribute. So for the attribute, you just need to set the foam, right? FAC to FAC. So you see that, right? But it doesn't really shows up here. So you probably want to increase the number using the emission instead, and that looks gorgeous. So you could see here the texture of the ocean is just not that good because the resolutions. But just be careful. Some people actually make it like 40 in the tutorials. I saw them, and it's not. Well, but it really gives you crazy result, mate. It's really good, but me, I'm sticking with 17. It's enough for me, or maybe like 23. I just suggest you to play with these things, and I'm not gonna go further than this because a lot of bunch of tutorials out there that just explain about this part. Now, also, if you're interested, you know. I made this just before I record this video. interactive order. What's interactive order? Interactive order is a mixture type of oceans where I use the last ocean types that I showed you before. So interactive, if I press play here, okay, the cube is floating, it's lagging, but it has some kind of this thing cool going on. So yeah. So if you're interested in this one, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll probably make a video about it. So thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.